Jonah? The view up here is amazing. The hidden city must be near.
Lara, I made it through. I'm entering a cavern.
Jonah? Damn.
Got to be more careful.
Oh, shit! Can't stay here. It's giving way. That was close. All right. Jonah, I may have found it. The hidden city. I'm gonna look for the serpent with a silver eye. All full up. Can't carry any more. All full up. Can't carry any more. Okay, water looks deep enough. May Chaki have woven us each a tunic of the finest wool by the time we reach the afterlife. These are the king and queen of Mictlan, the principal underworld of Aztec mythology. Metatl was the most prominent of the gods associated with death. He was often depicted as a skeleton with eyeballs in his skull sockets, and his responsibilities included looking after the souls of the departed. His wife, Mictlansihuat, presided over festivals of the dead, which are precursors to the modern Dia de los Muertos traditions. has been here recently. Here's what I've been looking for. Had to put the last remaining mule down yesterday. Broke its leg. Shame. Terrible shame. But I think I found it. Came across an abandoned village that simply must be Z. If only Father were still alive. I'm resting here for the night. Tomorrow I'll begin a thorough investigation of the site. The world will know a foresight discovered the lost city.
Hello?
Who's Hello? I can help you.
Get back! You don't belong here!
Listen, I know it hurts, but...
Malfunction!
Trinity.
Thank you.
¡Puede! ¡Puede!
Who are you? What's your purpose here?
I'm a researcher. Lara Croft.
They'll be back. We must find safety. Bring her. You're not only my son, you're my heir. You must not court unnecessary danger. Had you not been there, would this woman have found us? I'm glad you're safe. If you're not with the cult, how did you find this place?
I followed a map from a temple. I was expecting ruins, not you or any of this. The cult, why did they attack your son? I recognize their insignia. I know them as Trinity. I'm trying to stop them.
Stop them from doing what?
They're looking for an artifact. Some sort of box connected to a moon goddess.
Why do you want it? To steal it? Sell it?
No. I just can't let Trinity, the cult, get to it first. They're too dangerous.
Why? What have they done to you?
They killed my father. Can I show you something? Do you know what this is?
This is Paititi. You're already here.
Paititi, the hidden city. But what's this eye?
That is a place of death and sacrifice. And you think your artifact is there?
Yes.
No, none who has gone has ever returned.
I'd be willing to try.
You would risk it simply to stop the cult.
Yes.
Bring him in.
Jonah.
Are you okay?
Do you know this man?
He's my best friend. Abby.
She's fine.
Who else is looking for you?
There's no one else.
I believe we're seeking the same thing. We will bring you to the serpent with the silver eye, but we'll keep your friend here. You won't get very far if you're lying, and he will not be comfortable.
You don't need to do that.
It's fine. I'll stay.
Etzli, get this woman some clothes. Uchu, keep him company.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right. Pretty nice place.
Quiet.
This is incredible. Don't know your name.
I apologize. As the rebel leader, I have to be careful. Look around if you wish.
I don't know. Friend with low profile.
I would go. I can't abandon my post. Time is running short. It would mean a lot to me or act on rebellion.
"29th of November, 1603. After dinner, Lopez left the city. I followed, worried he might not return. I found him standing by the riverbank, lips moving as though in prayer. Not wishing to disturb him, I waited. His communion with God must have lasted through the night, and I regret to admit I fell asleep, for the next thing I knew, Lopez stood smiling serenely over me, the morning sun behind him, creating a halo. He helped me to my feet and clasped me in a strong embrace. Truilos, I know where to find the artifact, he whispered in my ear.
Hakan!
What is this?
Cultist, waiting for their deity to appear. When the catastrophes come, the god Kukulkan must be sacrificed to power the sun. Otherwise, the world dies.
Sacrifice a god?
The sacrifice is my duty. But this cult leader will take my place and attempt to become the god. He believes we can remake the world and live in a paradise of his design.
Remake the world.
What?
I've heard those words before.
There he is!
I know him. That's Dr. Dominguez.
Behold! The instrument of our unity and salvation! Soon, our dreams of peace and safety will be realized!
They already call him Kukulkan, but his real name is Amaru. He was born here, but raised, lied to, by outsiders. The people believe in him.
But you don't.
My late husband, Saidi, was his brother. They had differences over the future of Paititi. When Saidi died, Amaru devoted himself to the cult.
You have seen the storm. You are worried about worse to come. I assure you that Paititi will persevere and thrive forever!
I know him well. If Amaru is successful, all of us who disagree will never see this paradise. The rebels will be discarded.
Not if they don't find the box.
Yes. Our best hope is to find it first. Perhaps Amaru might still be brought to see love and reason.
Death to the outsiders! Retribution will come!
Hakan! Enough!
We must strike while the snake is within reach.
Justice will be met in good time. Do not jeopardize our rebellion for the sake of impulse. Etzli, go scout ahead. We'll meet you at the edge of the mountain. Last warning. Go. Follow Etzli. Your clothing won't hide you long from these guards.
Okay, I'll find the box.
You've been warned to keep the peace.
I was just out for a pleasant stroll with my son.
Amaru is losing his patience.
It won't happen again.
Jonah, can you answer?
Yeah, me and Uchu set up camp. Everything's okay.
Dominguez is here. He's the leader of the cult of Kukulkan. That's what Unuratu's rebels are fighting.
What?
He's been here for years. Trinity controls Paititi.
Whoa.
I'm going to the Eye of the Serpent. We have to get the box before the next cataclysm hits.
Bashi? Was denn Haskabe to bin?
I don't think anything could have prepared me for this place. The people, their history, everything they've lived and who they are today. To hear him tell it, Amaru, Dominguez, Kukulkan only wants to keep Paititi safe. But I've seen the lengths he'll go to, the murder and cruelty. I have to stop him.
Matin hach kahol tikech. Bash kabetik weye, tushtajo kesach lebuko.
It was given to me by Unuratu.
Payaltantanech tumenle y shahao. Matin wota imbet le talamilo. Much sasten.
It's all right, don't worry.
Bash kupak talek beltik tawolal. Yum tsilobe utsop et etel. Hela. Yum tsilobe utsop et etel. Gasep sunakech.
Techa shikin. Hetzekatuku.
Sok, guau chukokta lupol le tanque le movo. Tinguilaj mejen palal tanusitop bei cabras. Teichi lukashi le cajó. Tuki mesajenop yetel hasajol. Que shi wat sokuman. Uyajile hela. Lok bayan.
Not quite yet, I'm afraid.
Hach mabello. Valeyana betik. Hel vishle mejen palaloba. Helili unakal. Yolov tijel bashak. Tuyilajop te canalo.
Mesoamerican people used this stone as a tool for processing grain and seeds. This describes something nearby. A lone sentry stands guard over me and his harvest. The Inca use a combination of freeze-drying and salt to preserve just about anything edible. Chaki and Chunos are basically meat and potatoes. Delicious. Born to famine, raised in rebellion, orphaned but never alone, he rises as the sun. November 30th, 1603. With a local man as a guide, Lopez, the soldiers, and I set out from the city before first light. Just as well, as a terrible flu began to spread through the population. Lopez is convinced his artifact does not lie in the city itself, but somewhere just outside. I asked if it was not somewhat hypocritical to enlist the help of those loathsome people. Do not loathe them, he said, any more than you would these molosses. They are all creations of the Lord our God, as are we. I told him I was stunned to hear him speak in this fashion, but he took my hands and we prayed. The energy of his faith ran from him to me, until I felt the chains of doubt fall from my heart. Gotcha! The new methods of agriculture introduced by the cult of Kukulkan have only succeeded in destroying more crops. First, the bee colonies collapsed. Then the cocoa crop failed. The earth is too damaged for anything but corn to grow, and the stalks are flimsy. We must take action, or Paititi will suffer a tremendous famine. This Spanish document relates one of the many stories of El Dorado, the Golden One. When the first Spanish exploration ships returned home with their holds full of gold, the news spread like wildfire, and the stories got more extravagant with each retelling. Rumors of the Golden City gave birth to countless expeditions to the New World.
Lekimeno pisco.
Are you okay?
Ma, pisco lekimeno tuchajin bakil, pultsole mishmak oxaholtiken. Tuchaj!
A dead man took your dice. Are you sure you didn't lose them?
Hachka sanich heshulakobo.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll tell you what. I'll pay very close attention, and if I see Pisco the dead, I'll ask for your dice back.
Hachhag, kaukesaholtiken.
It wouldn't be the first time the dead seemed to speak to me. Can't quite make the dialect out. During a fierce battle, a man of two bloods throws down his weapons and, speaking with passions, convinces the other warriors to do the same. They follow him from the battlefield into the city, where they behead several merchants whose initial bickering caused the war.
Amalo! Pilawich in Iskik!
The The pilgrimage came to a fork of 2 rivers and decided to settle. They erected 2 pyramids and began their new lives as protectors of the box.
Why?
Amaru returned for his brother's funeral, inconsolable during the burial and immovable after. The next day, however, he cut swiftly through the city. He unmasked the cult's leader, exposing them as outsiders. "It is time for the people of Paititi to take control of their city," he said, holding a decapitated head in one hand and the bloody knife in the other. "No longer will we bow to outsiders." It's difficult to make out. People settled between 2 rivers. They weren't alone. However, these outsiders don't appear dangerous. This jade mask would have been placed on a noble's corpse during his funeral. The artisans were reputedly able to create an almost exact likeness of the wearer. The people of the Andes have been perfecting the art of weaving for thousands of years. This Chuspas is a wonderful example, woven of llama or alpaca hair and traditionally used to carry cocoa leaves. It clearly highlights the weaver's skill. Beautiful. This elaborate pipe is sculpted to resemble Xuquatl, an Aztec serpent spirit painted in green, blue, and yellow. Its sides are decorated with semi-precious stones. The inclusion of jade indicates at least a measure of Maya influence. The bowl still reeks of burnt roots and smoke, not an entirely unpleasant aroma.
follage ya no tiene más.
Heavy-breasted woman wearing serpents around her waist. This is Quatlicu, whose name literally means skirt of snakes. She's also called Tetioinen, the mother of the gods. She gave birth to the moon and the stars and had over 400 children, including the sun god Huitzilopochtli, who was also god of war. In addition to being a mother, she's seen as the devourer of all that lives. It's said that she was herself sacrificed to bring about this current age of creation. This depicts the story of Viracocha, the father of all creation. He formed the heavens, the earth, the sun and stars, the moon, time itself, and all living beings, including the other gods. At first, Viracocha was considered to be the supreme god of the Inca, but with time that honor passed to his son, Inti, the god of the sun. Still, Viracocha retained his link to the sea. His name literally means fat or foam of the sea. After the long dry season, when the rains finally fell, the rats left their burrows looking for more food. They brought with them pests. Those afflicted bleed from their ears and nose and died in terrible pain and terrible numbers, leaving many once populous cities empty. Someone's taken this old walkie-talkie apart. Were they making an attempt at reverse engineering, I wonder? Unuratu approached the throne through the crowd. She walked beside it, but did not sit. "Why do we continue to believe this lie?" she asked the crowd. "Kukulkan controls this city, and I will no longer wear a smile and pretend it is any different. I will not be his puppet, trotted out to wave and smile." The guards cut her off quickly and ushered her away. Then they advanced, with weapons drawn to disperse the crowds. As it was foretold, heralded by the column of flame burning through the night, and the destruction of our temples, and the warnings of the weeping woman and the two-headed man, the strange warriors astride great deer arrived with the rising sun. They murdered the weak leaders and claimed the land and the people as their own. The peak of this mountain is hidden behind thick clouds. I can't be sure what these two smaller hills on either side of the mountain are supposed to represent. The protectors failed, and are now doomed to recover what they lost. This describes something nearby. Canals bring water to the arid parts of the village, and they washed me away. Itzamna is the son of the Maya creator god, Hunabku. He was the god of education, responsible for inventing writing and books. This made him an essential figure in the development of Maya culture. He was also god of agriculture and created farming. He even presided over doctors, healing people with the help of his red-hot hand. Usually, Itzamna took on a reptilian aspect, but he was also known as Kinichahau, a fire macaw, who was the patron of the number 4 and controlled drought and disease. The Paititians made peace with each other and followed Yaskar Yahweh, recently acclaimed as emperor, to a site in the mountains to begin anew, certain they will not make the same mistakes as those before them. An Aztec-influenced mask, decorated with items native to the area around Paititi. Maya and Inca stood shoulder to shoulder against their brothers on one side, those who wished to retreat and start fresh, and those who wished to expand and conquer neighboring territories. Ill-suited to the local land, the Mayas' agriculture techniques of slash and burn soon led to a food shortage. At the risk of starvation, they entered into treaties with local pre-Inca tribes, gaining new technologies and crops. The traders arrived, bringing new goods, and then the farmers, with new crops and techniques. Eventually, as more and more of the outsiders arrived in Paititi, they eventually took administrative control. This staff has a jury-rigged flintlock mechanism similar to those from European firearms. The cultist priests must have used this during their ceremonies to awe the crowds. Each Taka of the cult of Kukulkan vows to tie his coat to that of Yutu, descendant of the Maya. Lacking any family of his own, each Taka will live with the parents of Yutu until such time that they have built their own home and hearth. Yutu vows to tie her coat to that of each Taka. She will bear him many children, which they will raise according to the traditions of both their peoples. We leave the city at first light, which is just as well, for a terrible disease has spread across it. Dead and dying line the paths and choke the streams. Many are saying it is punishment from the gods. Journal of Adelantado Perez. Riverbanks. And Hunchoan were twin brothers. older half-siblings of the more celebrated Maya hero twins. Jealous of their brothers, the monkey twins would always cheat during football matches and ruin them with their aggressive tactics. In retaliation, the hero twins lured them up a tree which never stopped growing, preventing Hunbats and Hunchoin from getting down. The hero twins convinced them that they could use their belts to climb down, but this turned out to be another trick, and the belts became tails, turning the elder twins into monkeys. Turn mirror 1 to the left. Follow the beam of light to mirror 2. Direct mirror 2 across the chamber diagonally. Return to mirror 1. These seem to be instructions of some kind, but I can't make out the rest. I must have arrived at the right time. It looks like the cultists were just here. Impossible. I can't carry any more. Only the worthy may call upon Kinichahal. Use his light to chase the shadows from your hearts and the city itself. Amazing. This must be where they perform rituals honoring the sun. I don't have enough space for that. I won't last long if I fall in the water. Shak was a very important god to the Maya. He taught them farming secrets and oversaw growing and the harvest. Generally, he was associated with all forms of fertility. He was also in charge of wind, lightning, and rain, which was caused by his tears. He was in charge of preserving springs, wells, streams, cenotes, and other sources of water. Like the aspects over which he presided, he was considered benevolent and caring, but unpredictable. Physically, Shak was depicted as a reptile with hair tangled in unruly knots, and his colors were white, red, yellow, and black, representing north, east, south, and west. The divine canoe, which carries Maya souls through the underworld and into the sky, is directed by two gods. Old Stingray Paddler sits in the back of the canoe and handles the duties during the day, while Old Jaguar Paddler sits in the front and takes care of the night shift. These two gods symbolize not only light and darkness, day and night, but also the interdependence of all equal and opposite forces. November 1603. I accompanied Andreas Lopez, a group of 12 soldiers and 2 Molossers through the jungle. The directions the Jesuits provided to Trinity were excellent, so we discovered the hidden city with little difficulty. The natives of the city welcomed us warily, but we plied them with gifts, and they reluctantly allowed us to enter the city, unaware of our true intentions. Lopez has begun to search for the artifact while we distract the city's leaders. Villager claims to have seen a strange creature in the streets. They followed it to a walled-in alley where it disappeared. Citizen describes similar experience in Upper City. Woke to discover something trying to climb in a second-story window. When she yelled, it dropped to the street and disappeared. We'll continue to monitor. At last. Are you Pisco the Dead?
Kupaktala weekend, taktung kan chakmash paktal ilik Pisco. Kimenesh shan ishik?
No. So you are Pisco the Dead?
Pisco. Ukos lejum tsilovo.
I'm Lara.
Lara, humpel hatsuts kaba. Lara, Ma kimenechi.
Neither are you.
Why? Be, janilinki me saltin palile. Lebetike visa ben witsjete le nubexajo. Tsoke sabih. Vale.
But you survived.
Tening winkilal. Kimenenu tialin laktsilov yetelinetailo. Kinkustal yetele takunesahku patalteno.
I met a boy who says Pisco stole his dice.
Taki, letikat kak bash kumpel bash al katuntin nahaltach. Majaval yanteni. Vale, yetelutzol al tin nahaltik lebakil bulo.
What's the game?
Tsikbal nen yetel hotul, toholchintan mako. Uy, awuy, uyit satil yetel, alten bashten chek taki. Beituno, kinsik tech lebakil bulobo.
I can do that. Metatl is said to be one of the oldest games in America, played by all walks of life. Players were known to gamble all of their worldly possessions over a single round, from blankets and precious stones to their homes and even their family's freedom. The god of art and games, Metatl, is considered an active participant in the game, responsible with bestowing offerings upon the winner. So much on the line for a simple game. Some things never do change. Hello.
Bishavelishik, Helanin Wilik Huntul, Itsulul Kolel Guaye.
Pisco sent me to speak with you.
Ah, Pisco. Utsulu Bulten.
You've seen other outsiders.
Chen Huntul. Kichkelem kachil, utzyetel yutzilmak, et yakuntaba, vale, jumpel yakunaj maunaji, makamben kuyalik, umuchkilich kunesajil kukulkan.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Patenkimil, kashentepuko. Tu oshpel kinile, tinkamajle kimilo, le tunka tu kashten, le tzulul mako, tu wachen yetel tutsaken.
Who was he?
Ma inwojel bishukabay, sokuman yabhab, palekeshika inkaile, yankin kimbin shimbal tepukubo, tushanukule kondor, sole kinmoli kukkumop, beyokupachta lukajalten.
That's a remarkable story. Thank you for trusting me with it.
Nibolal yola wuyi kenishik.
Hello? Pisco sent me.
Chachach?
Did you say you were cast out for lying?
Maishik, the holchinta ben yo olin wali kuhahil. Chen letin ke vano.
What happened?
Una hinwalik main will mish huntul ischulul koleli, mishmak o kesach olti kuhahil, mishbikin utich.
What outsiders?
Washnokop tzole helanu kulbate lantiantiop, kutakikop kantun. Tingo lahti le much, kilech kunesahil, yol el kantun yet el tzulul makobo. Tohol chintaben yol tus nachen. Tus? Le kantunot ya le tiop. Humpel kineya nu jilal, o kapela kilemuch, kilech kunesahilo.
So what do you do now?
Tulaka luke sapte nishik, in kuchilim pachtalil, in kaba. Balebe yunahuyuchulo, yolin wilik minam balim belal.
And you found one?
Be, ikilinkanang tiglemanilo, tinguantig lekin silmakuchuko. Uchibal ishaha unuratu, uhajal halachilov baititi. Male u kilich kunesahil kukulkan. Tulakalbash kin wilik yetel tulakalbash in wojele, tialinguantig lekushul batelo.
A worthy cause.
Kintushtik makobo, koltik le kantun suk utalesik le tzulul makobo. Mantatskupatikob humpeli likuchil.
Sounds like you're making a difference in a lot of people's lives. Thank you for sharing. It was nice talking with you.
Veshantitenishik.
Champila witch!
Hello? Are you one of the outcasts?
Beyishik, Chaska.
I'm Lara. Pisco sent me.
Pisco le kimene, tutushte chwaye, chehel tabech tiubashalil patoli.
No, a boy Taki lost his dice. I'm trying to win them back for him. Pisco wanted me to talk to all those who've been cast out before he gives them back to me.
Helanin wilik matuyotach bashal tawetel yolali?
He is.
Ah, malo. Chen kupachtal in walik teche. Tohol chintaben, hebish pisco. Luke sapten meyach, yetel tsel kunexaben. Vale, mayol jumpel lobili, yol jumpel baltim betach, yetel helin kabetike.
What happened?
Techi jana palal?
No.
Mishten, mauts oltaben tumelitshel, vale, en shunalile anchach ostul, upal al sole, ten ush alansahil tu ostulil. In yamob beyin tialobe, vale tsel kunexaben.
What did you do?
Okolen, Lara.
What did you steal?
Humpel lech kalil jade.
Why?
Kayara leutupilo, tu yilak lelechka, kabinon ekshimbal, juntuletai. Tu chak, yan kach uchukul, yan kach utohol chintal, sole chen chanchupal, tinwalaje tenchaej. In shunani le tujan paitachten, le leshkalo, tu puchak lum kashikih, tohol chintaben yol lelo.
I'm so sorry.
Maulubula woltin wolal, wakakabet chake, kelenkabetike, kayara, tu chak unat sole, beklae utskushlik, tene, beklae uchuyen ischel, hebish ukansilen inae. In kayara yankin kutal ushimbalten.
Thank you for sharing that, Chaska. Kiara was lucky to have you.
Shik te chutzili shik.
Juntun sakparche, meili kilich kunaje, meilil puyaje.
Hello. Are you an outcast?
Hey, Chic, Bichabel.
I heard you talking about a white capybara.
Why? Machen humpeli, ujajile yab yani.
Pisco sent me to speak to all those who were cast out. You're a hunter.
Meyen beklao, kache kolnalen. Vale maujumilen le kustal beyo. Helanin guyi kimba. Kunakalin wol yetel, bukaj balov unaj. Kachin betik yetel, bashop kupatik in kuchkabalil, kain betej. Tzoke, timpataj ka, tinkashta himbel.
And a white capybara was responsible.
Ma, ishik, hunmuch, humpel akabe, o kop hanal tinkol, tu pepe chatop tu lakal, mishbal timbetaj, chentin wilahov, tintuklaj tune, hunmuch capibaro, tu lakal sakop, kustun ka intsonobe, kustun kahawak, inmeyahtik kashe?
So you did it?
Humpel bal hach uts tu betaj, tentin kustal, injumetu tokaj tentu lakal, tu tzach le pasel tinkiko, balema kushinalgeni. Behlae akzonen, sak paimo, uyalalten.
Thank you for the entertaining story, Paimo.
Nip ola, Lishik.
Rimak, jan masz kuchig.
Hello.
Bichabel, tech Lara, masa? Pisco tushtech.
He did.
Morika, sokkate ninguyik, akaba behlae Lara. Le ahkilich kun esajobo, uyaliko bakaba. Tech kajes, le sas kun ajesilo. Tech kasht, ujekalap chakchel.
I am.
Maujikaba helanil. Yaniliu yuchu le miso. Unaj ekhetzik. Kapatal tebeya, wa ekhel chunul.
That's not an easy decision.
Taguyaj rimak, uye yalubel yokolkab. Machen chabili, le tie utzulugulten. Beilara, machen chabili, wakuhetzik ukilich kunahil kukulkan, kupalistik, tulaka lonjetel, yanuyala le yolukanantikon. Mawabe ji rimak? Le tio oli matutan. Le kilich kunahilo, kubetikop tumen sakahob.
Fear of what?
Sahak tibash yantankabil, tikeshel. Vale, Tibashov Sahak Tankavile, Janshan Guay y Chilone. Le Kushtambalo Letile Sajakilo, Malekeshelo, Tumenlelo Mantatskuyuchul. Tukaten Naya Lingwol Rimak, Leshunana Minukat, Umangwa Vashutialumeyah, Ti Chukashan. Kikik Oltej. Jutsurkin. Kikik Oltej. Nip Olal. Utsulkin Titech Ahau. Takechawilbasho, Kinkonik Hachmakohi.
This garishly decorated fire drill appears to be a part of the new fire ceremony, an Aztec celebration of the new year. It consists of 5 days of fasting, bloodletting, and sacrifice. The fire drill is meant to be placed upon the chest of the freshly sacrificed. It sparks, feeding a large bonfire that ignites the flames of every nearby temple. This one, however, doesn't appear to have been used, as the notches are clear of blood. Pisco?
Sokatsikbal Yetelob Masa?
I have.
Bale Leli Maanate.
They all had hope.
Yanatsiku Hahila Wolwa Akat, Anahalt Lebashalo, Lara. Machen alap olali, tulaka le tohol chintabobo, tanohokolov, tanil tutumben kustalov, keshbeyo.
Even you, Pisco.
Bey, tenohachmalov, akbashalil patoliway paititi, malok tile kimena.
Not bad at all.
Bishtun tukaten, baashta kanach.
I learned that sacrifice can make your life better. That you shouldn't be constrained by the legacy of your family. You can find your own path. Love is stronger than death, and you need to believe in something greater than yourself. But ultimately, you can't control everything. It's what you make of your situation that defines you.
Hachpe, Lara. Hachhechel tawol makimenechi. Takiyekin tu klike. Tu petach lebakil, bulobo. Tumen minanchach kintaktik. Vale. Maletile achinik lebakil bulobo. Betik unahalmak. Uitsatil pol le achbashalo.
I see that now.
Mashka tu klik yolal, shkat kun san moreka?
She was expecting me. She seemed to know quite a bit about me.
Leteya baja lujohelishik. Tukuchi lukonole, yaphat ut nuklop jani. Nuklop chen yumtsilop kahot mahil.
I saw.
Tutsakte chuts tumenkulan. Letiesu kuhokol, paititi kilubinu cha shoki lukonol.
She seemed the most optimistic.
Bey, leti. Paititi yantong humpel tukul. Juntul make leti beti kubel. Matubeita lek jejik bashop kunuchul. Chen le balop ek betiko. Humpel balu na hukanik taki. Hach Malov.
Thank you, Pisco. I'll bring the dice back to Taki. How can these shapes be Incan when they look like airplanes? Oh, I see. They're insects of some sort. Archaeology is a very delicate field of study. You have to put yourself in the mindset of people and cultures who died centuries before you were even born. Humans interpret strange phenomena based on what they already know. If the Inca had seen planes, they might have assumed they were some sort of bird. Given that, these shapes may not be insects after all. Some of them look more like fish.
Chanka Shikech. Uya Huyintan.
Huyintan! Huyintan! Mentuts Kalanta Betty.
I found your dice, Taki.
Why? Nib olal.
Didn't you say Pisco stole your dice?
Tulakalmak uyohel pisco kuyokol.
According to him, you wanted to play a game and you lost.
Matuchay inkabashal. Ulak junten. Kachet sok inahale.
Pisco wanted you to know.
Maletileu pulul. Levakil bulbetik. Unahal mako. Uit satil polbetik. Beleken sutuk. Imbakil bulob. Kupaktal intuntah. Nib olal tukate nishik.
This describes something nearby. The waters below protect me from the waters above.
Where's my mother?
She's settling matters between the guards and her Khan.
What's it like outside by Titi?
Well, a lot of things. It's a very big world.
Bigger than Paititi?
Bigger than 100 Paititis.
What? Will you take me there?
I think your mother might have something to say about that.
What you're looking for is in there.
How will I know when I found the right chamber?
By the smell of death. If you survive, you can find your way back through the old irrigation system. I'll meet you there. Be careful. The cult often patrols there.
A ceremonial whistle used during human sacrifices. The sound emitted from the skull-shaped instrument has been compared to the tormented screams of the dying and the dead. Its shrill cry is said to clear a path to the underworld for the recently deceased. The death whistle has also been used as an instrument of war, its cry striking fear into the heart of the unknowing enemy. This describes something nearby. 7 golden birds perched here and there. One escaped to the trees with his treasure, dropped from his talons. I'm waiting for you. Should be helpful.
Ay, ya tengo.
The surging population and lack of civil planning caused the settlement many problems. Farmers clear-cut jungle to use the fertile riverbanks for their crops, resulting in a devastating flood in the first heavy rains. Overhunting forced hunters to travel ever further to find game. Several groups, each vying for a controlling interest in the settlement, debated often fiercely on the best manner of solving these problems. This is a formidable weapon. Heavy wood lined with sharp obsidian teeth. It could easily stop an unarmored enemy. And if the bloodstains are any indication, it has. All right. Through there. Having not heard from Lopez, some among the leadership began to have their doubts about him. Our group dispatched south to investigate. We sent the natives in first, uncertain those in the city had not killed Lopez on his arrival. They returned with reports of how sick the city was, and we quickly formed a plan to utilize this to our advantage. This seems to represent Unuratu leading a group in rebellion. There is a near-total eclipse in the background.